Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what does better look like? Any counselor can discuss the mind-numbing effects of depression, but I have a confession. A better counselor can look past the message and give a lost soul direction. Any nurse can scan and study an EKG, but a better nurse is one that can break the chains of a patient's anxiety. Any businessman can learn the secret to increase revenue, but a better one is giving back to spur a community to pull through. Any educator can teach to pass a test, but a better one is those challenging the struggling without...
Back to that look into my stash spots in State Street, catch me in the kitchen like the sinners who pastry, cruising down East Street, off-white Lexus, driving so slow, EKs from Texas, me and my best band stop, home on that 40, now I live on Billboard, and I put my voice with me, say what up in top,
no matter their position. Any pastor can plan a church event, but a better one reminds their church that God is present. Any artist strives for perfection, but a better one inspires through creativity, divine connection. But what if I had a suggestion? One that begs the question that settling just for any isn't an option. But what if I told you there's a decision, and I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Sports have evolved over the years. Back then, our helmets were leather. Not everyone was encouraged to play. We only drank what they gave us. Our socks were high and our shorts were short. Our masks were terrifying. We wore fur. We searched for an edge. Sometimes that meant stickum. Other times, that meant voodoo. We went big, really big. It was business up front and party in the back. And we didn't have a nutrition plan.
That was then. This is now. Athletes have evolved. We are today's athletes. We are focused. We push ourselves further. We're all players now. We have no off-season. We demand better, and we're obsessed with what we put in our bodies. Sports have evolved. So has the sports drink. Upgrade your game. Upgrade to body armor.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and now let's meet the starting lineup first for the visiting LIU Post Pioneers. At guard, number 2, Kyle McLeggett. At guard, number 4, Jared Hall. At guard, number 11, Jared Rivers. At forward, number 31, Kyle Duchette. And our forward, number 33, Greg Dotson. Head coach of the Pioneers is Eric Smiles. And now, fans, here's the starting 5 for your Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks. At guard, number 1, Tristan Brown. At guard, number 2, Manny Joseph. At guard, number 3, Quinn Carey. He's a forward, number 5, Zavi Jackson. And at guard, number 24, Isaiah Lewis. Head coach of the Red Hawks is Rob McCoy, assisted by Mark Salagis. And Herb Alexander.
There you have the starting lineups for today's ECC basketball matchup. Steve Hollings here with you alongside Michelina Friss.
Hello.
Starting lineups again, running over them quickly. Kyle McClegan, Jared Hall, Jared Rivers, Kyle Doucette, and Greg Dotson for the Pioneers, and for the Red Hawks, Tristan Brown, Manny Joseph, Quinn Carey, Devon Jackson, and Isaiah Lewis. Red Hawks will be in the white jerseys, and the LIU Post Pioneers in the forest green. This is the last of a 4-game homestand for the Red Hawks. And after today, heading out on the road for a 3-game road swing before finishing up the season back at home on the 25th against Damon College, the rival game. This, of course, is Alumni Day. Let's see if the Red Hawks can put on a show for the alumni. Red Hawks will be tipping off Devon Jackson, and he'll be tipping against Kyle Doucette. Doucette stands at 6'8". Jackson a 6'4", and an easy winnable tip for LIU Post. They start with it. Here bringing it up the floor, Jared Hall. He passes left over to McClegan. Back up top to Dotson, and now over on the near side. Back to McClegan. He drives left. Back up top to Doucette. Now around the arc. Jump shot for McClegan, misses. Out of bounds on the top of the backboard. Red Hawks will take over.
Red Hawk basketball.
Quick shot for Quinn Carey to get the ball, to get it started, but he misses. Still scoreless. Referees will stop play.
Is that what it was?
Believe they're gonna change basketballs. Either there was something wrong with that one, or possibly they may have.
I think they were playing with the women's ball. That would have made things interesting.
I think that somebody would have noticed that in the first 45 seconds.
Guys were probably touching the ball being like, this feels really small.
So back up top now over on the far side of McClegan. Down underneath. Red Hawks got a hand on it. Now the 3-point shot, that's a miss. Joseph with the board, pushing it up the floor. Here across midcourt. Up top to Brown, now around. Drive, floating shot misses. Ball is out of bounds, and Red Hawks will keep it. Lewis, the inbounds passer. Into Brown. Joseph finds Carey, down to the block. Lewis pops it back up top to Joseph in the paint. Jump shot, he can't get it off. Sends it back out on the pass. And a blocking foul, count the basket. Fouls on Kyle McClegan. His first, team's first. And Isaiah Lewis with one free throw on the way.
Foul call number 2, Kyle McClegan.
That's good, and the Red Hawks lead 3-0. Passes into Hall, advancing it up the floor. Pass up, now back. McClegan down to Hall. Hall back up. Around, 3-point shot from Dotson, misses. Jackson with the board. Brown, the speedster, up the floor. They send it back to him. Joseph comes up top. Left side of the key, dishes out. Lewis pulls up for 3 and misses, in the rebound by Doucette. McClegan passes up, 3-point shot from Rivers. That misses on the right side, offensive board. Did not hit the rim, so 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hall with the jump shot from the free throw line is good, and that's the Pioneers' first points of the game. Red Hawks on top 3-2, 17-45 here still to go in the first. Brown sets up the play. Passes right to Joseph. Joseph finds Carey off the screen, back to him. Now Jackson up top. Lewis. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carey on the far side. Fading three, he hits it. Redhawks lead 6-2.
He might be starting early today. Those 3-point shots, we'll see.
A dish out. Joseph with the board. Quick pass up to Lewis. Ball is out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Redhawks. Lewis to Brown. Brown sees an opening, drives left. Jackson makes the pump fake, but the ball was swatted. Carey off the screen. That's no good. And Kyle Doucette has 4 inches on Devon Jackson. Jackson with good defense, though, on Doucette. Joseph with a jumper.
Manny Joseph.
Redhawks lead 8-2, 16:20 to play in the first. Pass over to McCleggan, down to Doucette. Doucette with the spin move and the hook. Roll is unfavorable. Behind the back pass to Joseph, jump step through the paint. And out of bounds. Pass to Rivers. Rivers finds Dotson up top. All back to McCleggan. Down to Dotson with the hook. That's no good. Redhawks playing some strong defense here early. Again, leading 8-2, 15.5 minutes to go in the first. Joseph calling out Carey. He drives towards the baseline. LIU post got a hand on the ball, so Carey had to force that one up. Drive to the basket, one end to the other. 2 points for Hall. And the Redhawks lead 8-4. Lewis calls the play. Over here on the near side, handoff to Brown. Skip pass to Lewis with the jump shot inside the arc. Rims in and out. Hall drives to the left side of the key. Underhand scoop, that's not good. Joseph drives, and a block by Dotson. You can see here early, LIU post definitely with the height advantage on the Redhawks. We'll have a timeout. 14:39 to play here in the first. Redhawks lead 8-4 here on RWCSN.
Hi, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. Well, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com. Bill Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's."
Back here at the Fowler Athletic Center, LIU post here in Rochester taking on the Redhawks, who lead 8-4, 14:39 to go here in the first.
The last matchup between these two was back on January 7th, and LIU Post, they came away with the win. It ended up being 86-64, so they did beat them by a significant amount. But the Redhawks, they've come out here in their first quarter playing very hard, very good defense. So see if they can keep that going here to keep it a good game.
Congratulations and thank you to Bill Gray, serving Rochester since 1938. Don't forget Bill Gray's offers full-head service and happy hour every day from 2:30 to 4, featuring half-price boneless wings, milkshakes, and root beer floats. Visit Bill Gray's in the Charlotte Hall Shopping Center. Give me that Bill Gray's.
So out of the timeout, Red Hawks have the ball. Tristan Brown, the inbounds passer, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Carey comes off double or possibly triple screen, but sticking right with him was Ari Bibbins, who's in the game for the Pioneers. Contested three is missed from Lewis. Hall dribbles right. Up top to Dotson. Long three. Misses on the front end of the rim. Rebound by Bibbins and a turnover. Up top to Carey. Contested shot off the screen. And just bounces off. There's a drive. Rivers misses. Joseph up top to Brown. Now to Jackson. Joseph again. Feed down into Jackson at the block. And Pioneers may have got a hand on that one as well. Pass over to Rivers, too high for him and out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Red Hawk basketball.
Now Malik Dare comes in for Jackson. And checking in for the Pioneers, Jamal Mosley. It's rare that you see players with the face mask, and Pioneers have two players with the face mask. Mosley, who's on the floor, and McCleggan, who was a starter. Jackson with the offensive board, Dare with the offensive board. Putback is no good, and the Red Hawks charged with a foul. They're first. And Dare with his first.
Red Hawk substitution, Zach Panabianco is going to be coming in for Isaiah Lewis.
Panabianco, the leading scorer for the team this year, comes in off the bench. Paul brings it up, dribbles left. Popping up top is Mosley. Foul away from the ball
Number 24,
on Hunter Powell, his first and team second. 12:58 to go here in the first. Red Hawks still lead 8-4. Passes in, and full court pressure being applied by the Pioneers. We'll back off now. Panabianco passes over, and Joseph calling out the play. Skip pass over to Panabianco, wide open. Hits the front end of the rim. And Dare had his hand on it. He just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Pioneers
Off his
basketball.
shin and out of bounds. Hall directing traffic as he advances. Handoff pass to Mosley to the top of the arc. Pulls up for three. That's no good. Rebound by Brown. Brown, a quick pass up to Joseph. Joseph to Panabianco. Up to Brown and quickly back to Joseph. Joseph, a jump shot in the short corner, hits it. And the Red Hawks lead 10-4. Under 12 minutes now in the first. Up top is Mosley. Misses from three again. And an over the back call.
Foul's going to be on Greg Dotson for the post, the LIU post. It's going to be his first personal, team third.
And we'll step aside, 11:48 to go. Red Hawks lead 10-4 here on RWCSN.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision and I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
So Red Hawks in control so far. As they lead 10-4, 11:48 to go. Red Hawks still looking to pick up their first home win. Joseph up across the timeline. Panabianco here on the near side. Dare goes to the block. Panabianco drives, pops it back out. Jump step, Joseph off the glass, that's no good. Tip back isn't good either. And now here come the Pioneers. Hall to the left side of the key, right to the basket. One end to the other.
Jared Hall.
Red Hawks lead is now 10-6. Joseph calls out the play to Panabianco. Pass down into Dare. Dare back up top and around. Brown, Panabianco open for three. And Panabianco's good. Red Hawks lead is 13-6 now. 10:50 to go here in the first. Pass down to the block. Hunter Powell backing down the Red Hawks. Ball is out of bounds, or excuse me, traveling violation is the call.
Dwayne Roberts is going to be checking in for the Red Hawks.
Passes into Panabianco. Joseph calls the play, pass here on the near side, floating in to Dwayne Roberts.
Wow, that was pretty.
Dwayne Roberts.
Red Hawks used to do that play all the time last year, and really haven't done it much this year.
Well, they should start bringing it back.
Swat, Dotson all over Brown. That's the third block shot that the Pioneers have had on the Red Hawks. There's a drive, and now the Red Hawks get a block of their own. That was Malik Dare with the stuff. Joseph looking underneath, ball is out of bounds. Over the head of Dare.
Pioneers basketball.
Isaiah Lewis is going to be checking back in for the Red Hawks.
Hall passes to Dotson, back to Hall. Bibbins with the spin. Mosley underneath to Dotson at the block, and back out to Mosley. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Here on the near side to Hall. In the corner, and a traveling violation. Great defensive stop by the Red Hawks. Pass down to the block to Dare. He's got one defender on him. Forces up the shot. And the height advantage by Hunter Powell. The 3-inch differential between he and Dare. Turnaround jumper is good. And the Red Hawks lead 15-8 now. 8:45 to play here in the first. Joseph passes to the near side to Lewis. Pump fake, back up top to Panabianco. Joseph dribbles towards the baseline. Underneath the basket is Lewis, draws the foul. The Red Hawks are going to have trouble underneath the basket today. But if they can at least draw the foul, puts them in a good advantage at the free throw line if they can hit.
Kyle Doucette coming back in for the Red Hawks. Oh, excuse me, no, the LIU Post Pioneers. Didi Antoine checking in for the Red Hawks.
And one more shot for Lewis. Red Hawks lead 17-8, 8.5 minutes to play here in the first. Quick pass on the near side, up and around. McLegan. And knocking that one down is Mosley. Red Hawks lead is 17-10. Near side to Panabianco. Up to Roberts, to Antoine. Lewis, pump fake, ball's out of bounds. Red Hawks keep it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Passes into Panabianco. Antoine here in the near corner. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Roberts with the jumper, and he hits it. Dwayne Roberts just outside the elbow. Now with 4 points on the day. He had that alley-oop a few minutes ago, and now the jumper. Bibbins with the three. That's the first three-pointer for the Pioneers today. Red Hawks lead 19-13, 7.5 minutes to play in the first. Panabianco drives. Almost loses the ball. It's knocked away from him, and the Red Hawks will keep possession with 17 seconds on the shot clock, 7:20 on the game clock, and a 19-13 lead. We'll step aside here at RWCSN.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatars.com.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Red Hawks still holding on a lead. They've led for a majority of this half. Still 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first. But the Red Hawks are doing a good job at setting screens away from the ball, trying to find players open.
Absolutely, and they're shooting very well too, which of course always helps.
Roberts gets blocked. Bibbins with the hand on it. Fourth block.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Up top to Dotson, now in the corner, wide open as McLegan to knock down the three. And the Red Hawks lead is 3, 19-16. Lewis with a nice drive. Mosley passes to Dotson, and he can't hold on to it.
Red Hawk basketball.
Slipped through his hands and bounced off his knee. 6.5 minutes to play in the first. Red Hawks lead 21-16. Panabianco over to Antoine, now to Roberts. Hand off to Lewis. Back to Antoine again. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Panabianco drives, picks up his dribble under the basket, and throws it away. Panabianco loves to drive baseline, but a smaller player in the Pioneers.
There's a lot of big boys under there today.
Exactly, a lot of height on the team. Up top, McLegan misses. Rebounded by Bibbins. Bibbins pulls it up, and the jumper himself from the elbow, that's good. Red Hawks lead 21-18. Nearing 5.5 minutes to go in the first. Passes to Antoine, handoff to Roberts. Over to Panabianco, fakes the three, dishes out. Lewis now for three, and Lewis hits it. Isaiah Lewis now with 10 points on the game. Gives the Red Hawks a 24-18 lead. Passes out, Bibbins pulls up to answer, he does.
Aaron Bibbins for three.
Red Hawks lead 24-21, 5:10 to play in the first. Panabianco penetrates, back to Roberts, and a turnover. Isaiah Lewis grabbed the jersey of McLegan.
Foul number 24, Isaiah Lewis.
That's Lewis's first and the team's second.
Davon Jackson's going to be stepping back in for the Red Hawks.
You can see that height differential between Dorsett and Jackson as they stand next to each other. Both of the fives on the floor. Jackson falls on the ball, but not before the jump ball. And the Red Hawks will have possession.
Tristan Brown and Quinn Carrier are going to be checking back in for the Red Hawks. Zach Panabianco is going to go take a seat on the bench.
Brown will run point. Joseph pops up, passes to him. Lewis pulls up for three, and Lewis putting back-to-back three-pointers on the board.
Downtown.
Red Hawks lead 27-21. Lewis has not been a three-point shooter all year long. He's hit some, but Lewis showing that he can do it. And another answer, Kyle McLegan. Red Hawks lead 27-24. Jackson off the glass. Score now 29-24, 4 minutes to go in the first. Hall brings it back out, up top is Dotson. But Hall drives, back to Dorsett. Hall for three, misses and hits the shot clock. Out of bounds. 3:46 to play here in the first. Red Hawks with the 5-point advantage. We'll step aside here on RWCSN.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Bill Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's."
So Redhawks still holding on to the lead, 29-24, and it seems to be an exchange of threes between the two teams the last couple minutes. Isaiah Lewis has been the go-to for the Redhawks beyond the arc so far, surprisingly.
You won a prize courtesy of WB Mason. For your office supplies and needs at amazing prices, check out WBMason.com.
Lewis, the leading scorer for the Redhawks so far today with 13 points. Redhawks just get it across after 10 seconds, or before 10 seconds, and Carey with a quick three. Redhawks lead is 8, 32-24. Up top to Hall.
Wow. Another three-pointer.
Yet again, an answer back from McClegan. 3:05 to go here in the first. Redhawks lead 32-27.
About 7 or 8 possessions without a miss by both teams.
Lewis does miss there. Now here comes Hall. Up top to Dotson. Dotson drives to the right side of the key, lays it off the glass for 2. And back to a 3-point game. Redhawks lead 32-29, 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Brown up top, over to Joseph. Thinks about the 3, stutter steps, and now finds Lewis. Brown drives, runs right into Kyle Doucette, who steps over and is charged with a foul. That's Doucette's first and team's 5th.
Jared Rivers also checks back in for the Pioneers.
Brown drives, gets past one defender, draws the foul, and he will shoot 2. That's the first foul on Jared Rivers. Team 6th. Brown knocks down the pair, and they lead 34-29. Rivers takes the pass up top, out to Bibbins. Bibbins brings it, long 2, no good, rebounded by Lewis. Brown behind the back to Lewis, drives, sends it back out, and mishandles it on the pass to Jackson.
Out of bounds, Pioneers basketball.
Hall calls out the play as he advances it up the floor. Finds Doucette at the elbow, handoff pass back to Hall. Coming up off the double screen was Bibbins. Bibbins into the paint. Redhawks got a hand on it off the glass. They wanted to travel as well, but no call. Redhawks lead is by 3, 34-31, 1:20 to play here in the first. Brown up top to Joseph. Finds Lewis, skipping over to Brown, back up top. LIU post paying tight defense. Carey misses off the backside of the rim. And now under a minute to go here in the first half. We'll have another timeout, stops the clock at 56 seconds before the first half buzzer. Redhawks lead 34-21.
30 second
timeout. We'll keep it here. Again, coming up next for the Redhawks, is a 3-game road swing. On the 14th, they're at Mercy, at NYT on the 18th and the 20th against Bridgeport. So 3 games all next week, and then they'll return home for their final game of the season against Damon College on the 25th here at the Valor Athletic Center. Now, if there's one game you don't want to miss, that's the game. And of course, if you can't make it out to the game, we'll have that broadcast for you here on RWCSN. It's a reminder of last year when Damon was here. Roberts Wesleyan had a 20-point lead midway through, or about 7 minutes left in the game. And the Wildcats came back and beat the Redhawks. Bibbins knocks down the fader and the 3 points, ties the game at 34. 40 seconds until halftime. Brown sends it up top to Joseph, and he'll pull back to reset. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 11 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock. Joseph has the double screen. He pulls back around the other way. Lewis, contested 3, and misses. And 11 seconds for the Pioneers to work with here. Tie game, 34-34. Hall drives, puts it up off the glass, gives the Pioneers the lead, 36-34, and that's our halftime score. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Again, Pioneers take the lead just before halftime, 36-34. You're watching Roberts Wesleyan basketball on RWCSN.
Sports have evolved over the years. Back then, our helmets were leather. Not everyone was encouraged to play. We only drank what they gave us. Our socks were high and our shorts were short. Our masks were terrifying. We wore fur. We searched for an edge. Sometimes that meant stickum. Other times, that meant voodoo. We went big, really big. It was business up front and party in the back. And we didn't have a nutrition plan.
That was then. This is now. Athletes have evolved. We are today's athlete. We are focused. We push ourselves further. We're all players now. We have no offseason. We demand better, and we're obsessed with what we put in our bodies. Sports have evolved. So has the sports drink. Upgrade your game. Upgrade to body armor.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what does better look like? Any counselor can discuss the mind-numbing effects of depression, but I have a confession. A better counselor can look past the message and give a lost soul direction. Any nurse can scan and study an EKG, but a better nurse is one that can break the chains of a patient's anxiety. Any businessman can learn the secret to increase revenue, but a better one is giving back to spur a community to pull through. Any educator can teach to pass a test, but a better one is those challenging the struggling without neglecting the rest. Any lawyer can process the papers to finalize a foreclosure, but a better one is finding the solution to help the client to start over. Any doctor can fill out a prescription, but a better one helps their patients see beyond their affliction. Any athlete is driven by competition, but a better one encourages no matter their position. Any pastor can plan a church event, but a better one reminds their church that God is present. Any artist strives for perfection, but a better one inspires through creativity, divine connection. But what if I had a suggestion? One that begs the question that settling just for any isn't an option. But what if I told you there's a decision and I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Bill Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's."
Back here at the Valor Athletic Center for the start of the second half. It's the LIU Post Pioneers here taking on the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks here at halftime, or the end of halftime rather. The Pioneers with a 36-34 lead, just taking the lead within the last few seconds of the half. Pretty much even across the stat sheet. Leading scorer for the Pioneers, Ari Bibbins with 13 points off the bench. And for Roberts Wesleyan, Isaiah Lewis with 13 points. Lewis has hit 2 of 5 from beyond the arc, and Quincari as well, 2 of 5. Now I'll make it 2 of 6. The 3-point leader for LIU Post was Bibbins, 3 for 3. Pretty much even along the rebounds, 18-17. The assists, 8 and 8. Turnovers, 7 and 6. Almost even every place that you can see. Really the only differential is that LIU Post is more successful shooting from the floor. They're 15 of 31, which is just under 50%, and the Redhawks 12 of 33, but the Redhawks are shooting 100% from the free throw line, 5 of 5, and LIU Post took no foul shots in the first half. This will be their first free throws coming up now. Fouls on Devon Jackson, his first, team first.
Jackson.
So Doucette hits 1 of 2, and the Pioneers lead by 3, 37-34. Lewis passes to the near side here to Brown. Up and over, back up top. Joseph resets, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Handoff pass to Lewis. Passes to Joseph on the far side. Jump shot, and that's good.
Manny Joseph.
Pioneers lead by 1 now, 37-36. Passes down to Doucette at the block. He misses. Grabs his own rebound. And Hall will reset. Jump shot along 2.
Jared Hall.
Pioneers lead 39-36.
Hall goes into double digits with that basket. He has 10 points on the day. Brown's jump shot is good as well.
Tristan Brown.
Redhawks back to within 1. Hall misses there. Now Redhawks chance to take the lead. Brown tries to take it, sends it out. 3-pointer for Lewis. Rimming in and out. Hall slows it down. Calls out the play. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Screen up top, Dotson drives on the left side of the key. Ball's out of bounds, and the Redhawks with the possession. Checking back in for LIU Post, Jamal Mosley. Brown passes up top to Joseph. Joseph working from the free throw line, drives, shot is blocked, out of bounds, and the Redhawks will get it back. "12 seconds are on the shot clock. Carey misses from 3. Carey now 2 for 7 from the from beyond the arc. Pioneers still on top by 1, 39-38, 16.5 minutes to play. Pass down to the block to Dotson, reverse lay-in is good.
Greg Dotson.
Brown over to Lewis. Lewis to Carey. Carey tries to feed to Jackson, but over his head, and the Pioneers take it. Hall calling out the play, brings it here on the near side. He drives off the glass, draws a foul, and 2 shots coming up for Hall. Foul is on Jackson, his second, team second.
Foul call on number 5, Davon Jackson.
Zach Panabianco and Malik Dare will be checking back in for the Red Hawks.
And Hunter Powell comes back in for LIU post. There's a miss, and LIU post now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Brown passes over to Panabianco. Finds Dare on the pick and roll. No good, no foul. McLegan passes back up to Hall, and the Pioneers will set up the play. Dotson for 3. Airballs it. Out of bounds, Red Hawks will get it. And we'll have a timeout, 15:26 to play. Red Hawks trailing by 4 here on RWCSN.
Honey, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com.
So the Red Hawks trailing by 4, having scored 4 points here in the second half. Red Hawks will have the ball here out of the timeout. Lewis, the inbounds passer. Passes into Brown. Panabianco open in the near side corner. They'll go the other way. Now a quick pass over Lewis in the corner. Lewis is good, his third three-pointer of the game.
Lewis.
And it's back to a 1-point deficit for the Red Hawks, 42-41. A feed down to Dotson. McLegan gets it stripped. Pass to Brown. Brown behind the back pass to Manny Joseph, but sends it off the foot of a Pioneers player. Kick ball. Red Hawks will keep possession here. Quick jump shot, Red Hawks take back the lead. 43-42, courtesy of Manny Joseph.
Nice defense there by Malik Dare.
And answering back with a 3 was Mosley. Pioneers lead by 2, 45-43. Red Hawks will keep it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Long pass into Brown. Right back to Joseph. Feed down to Dare off the glass, ties the game at 45. 14-10 to play. Hall setting up shop. Handoff pass to McCleggan. McCleggan from 3. No good, and the Redhawks save it. The bench wanted that to be an out-of-bounds call. Referees hold the whistle. Floating pass into Dare. He can't handle it, and a turnover. Hall drives, jump step towards the basket. Foul and the basket.
Got the basket, Jared Hall.
Pioneers take back the lead, 47-45, pending the free throw.
Foul call number 32, Malik.
That was a very assertive play by Jared Hall. He saw the opening, he went for it, and he showed his speed there.
Fouls on Dare, his second and the team's third. Free throw is good, and it's a 3-point game. Joseph directs traffic, sets the team in motion. Pass on the far side to Brown. Jackson trying to squeeze, or pardon, Dare trying to squeeze through. Back up top to Joseph, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Floats it down to Dare at the block. He gets his shot blocked. Ball is out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Off
Pioneers
the leg of Dare.
basketball.
Pioneers take it back.
Ari Bibbins is going to be checking back in for the Pioneers.
So 13-10 to go. Redhawks trail by 3, 48-45. There's a screen. Hall pump fakes, misses. Joseph with the board. Pass up to Lewis, a feed through is intercepted. Bibbins sends it up top. Dare got a hand on it. Hall to Dotson. Dotson drives through the paint. Missed, rebounded by Joseph. Brown quickly up the floor, through the paint, lays it in, and off the glass for 2.
Tristan Brown.
Pioneers lead 48-47. And the Pioneers with an injured player down there. Under the baseline, grabbing his ankle. Athletics training staff will come out and we'll step aside. 12:27 to play. Redhawks trail by 1 here on RWCSN.
Honey, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com. Bill Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's."
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
So the injured player was Greg Dotson, able to walk off the court. And we're back in action. 12:27 to play. Pioneers lead by 1, 48-47. Pass down to the block. Pioneers will keep it, saying that Dare was the last one to touch the ball before it went out of bounds. McLegan, the inbounds passer. Gets it into Mosley, back up top to Hall. Hall takes the screen from Bibbins. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Hall makes a move to the basket, lays it off the glass, and that's good. Pioneers lead 50-47, 12 minutes to play.
Hall has 16 points on the day with that last basket.
Hand off to Lewis. Lewis back up top to Joseph. No shot. First team foul for the Pioneers in the half.
Kyle McLegan.
And the second for McLegan. 11:47 to play. We'll step aside. Redhawks trailing by 3 here on RWCSN.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision, and I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Phil Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Phil Gray's."
Points this entire second half. Mosley brings it up the floor. Drives, jump shot in the corner. Joseph takes it, passes back out to Lewis. Lewis goes to the far side, loses the ball and out of bounds. Sliding, legs crossing the baseline.
Tracy Cleckley is going to be checking in for the Pioneers.
It's Cleckley's debut for the game. Freshman out of Queens, New York. Pass up top to Bibbins. Bibbins drives, dishes on the far side block, and a set-in for Hunter Powell. Pioneers lead by 5, 52-47. Handoff pass to Lewis. Back to Joseph. Lewis for 3, and Lewis hits it again. Where did Isaiah Lewis come from?
He came into play.
Pioneers lead by 2, 52-50.
Jared Hall.
Hall again showing his athleticism on that play.
Now
he's gone about three times he's gone left-hand side, he's put it right in.
Now with 18 points on the game, Pioneers lead 54-50. 9:45 to play. Handoff pass to Brown. Brown finds Panabianco, back to him. And off the hands of Dare. Didn't look like he was looking for that one. Mosley back up to Bibbins for three. He misses. Dare takes the pass this time, dribbles into the paint, picks up his dribble now, forces up the shot. No foul. Tracy Fleckley off the glass for two.
Tracy Fleckley.
Pioneers lead now 6. Brown calling the play. Timeout by the Redhawks. A couple substitutions, Quinn Carey and Devon Jackson both coming in for the Redhawks. And Kyle Doucette will return for the Pioneers after the timeout. We'll step aside, Redhawks trailing by 6 with 8:42 to play here on RWCSN.
Hi, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com.
So Redhawks with the timeout, 8:42 to play. Passes into Lewis. Lewis drives, pump fake. And he hits it over top of Kyle Doucette, who is going for the ball.
That was a really smart play. He knew those two guys were big down there. He was going to get stuffed on the first play, and he did the pump fake and was able to make the shot.
Quick foul by Devon Jackson, just coming into the game now, his third and team fourth. Passes into Bibbins. Hall drives back out. Lewis playing tight defense on Bibbins. And he loses the ball. Joseph, the jump shot is good in the paint.
Manny Joseph.
Joseph now with 10 points on the game. Just under 8 minutes to play. Pioneers lead is 2. Fleckley pulls up. That's good.
Tracy Fleckley for 3.
Lewis passes into the corner to Joseph, fakes the shot, drives baseline. Jump ball. The pass was taken by the Pioneers, but Devon Jackson with quick hands grabs the ball, forces the jump ball. Pioneers will keep possession. But we'll have another timeout with 7:26 to play.
Media timeout.
We'll be right back.
Fans, it's time.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Graze is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Graze."
Start establishing credit now.
13 seconds on the shot clock. Red Hawks with the ball under their own basket. Lewis lost it into Roberts. Handoff pass to Carey. Carey forces the three. Shot clock is winding down and he gets his own rebound. Panabianco drives, gets past the defender. Easy lane. And the Red Hawks trail by 3, 59-56, 7 minutes to play. Hall's lay-in misses. Mosley saves it. What a save by Mosley. Three-pointer is missed. Bibbins with the offensive board. Hall drives off the screen, passes to Cleckley. Lewis comes up with it this time. Pass into the corner, Panabianco. Misses. Out of bounds, and Red Hawks keep it.
Red Hawk basketball.
Couple substitutions for the Pioneers. McCleggan and Powell. Passes into Carey, quick shot, and Carey ties the game at 59.
Carey.
Making it interesting.
5:45 to play. Roberts all over Hall, charged with the foul. That's the team fifth and Roberts
Foul
first.
number 20, Dwayne Roberts.
2 shots for Hall. Pioneers take back the lead from the line, 61-59. Roberts drives, baseline, gets caught under the basket.
Both teams have been showing tremendous hustle on both ends of the ball. They're showing they really want this. There's been minimal sloppy play all throughout the game.
McCleggan knocks down the three.
Kyle McCleggan for 3.
Pioneers lead is 5 again. 64-59.
Legoland has 12 on the day.
Shot is blocked. Lewis picks it up, finds Jackson, backs down the defender and puts it off the glass for 2. A couple LIU post players slow to get back on this one. Game is stopped at 4:33. That was Kyle McCleggan that was holding his nose, takes off his face mask.
I don't know if that was the player that Devon Jackson hit before he put the basket in, but he definitely used his size to get to get those 2 points.
McCleggan will stay on the floor, put his face mask back on. Powell passes it around to McCleggan. Drives, shot from the short corner, draws a foul. The basket's good.
And Kyle McCleggan.
16 foul in the first on Quinn Carey. One shot for McCleggan. Misses it, and the Pioneers lead 66-61. 4:15 to play. Handoff pass to Panabianco. Jackson up top, hands it off to Lewis. Back out to Panabianco. Fakes the shot. Foul before the shot.
Foul number 5, Jamal Mosley.
Son Mosley, his first and team third.
Immediate timeout.
We'll have a timeout. 3:59 to go. Redhawks trailing by 5 here on RWCSN.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Just under 4 minutes to go. Redhawks tied the game back up at 59 a few minutes ago, and the Pioneers back out to a 5-point lead, 66-61. Redhawks with 2 timeouts, Pioneers with 3. Passes into Joseph. Now another foul before the shot. 4th team foul and the first for Bibbins.
Foul number 13, Harry Bibbins.
Passes into Carey. Right through the hands of Lewis and out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Pioneers basketball.
Hall penetrates, back into the corner. Mosley finds Powell, up top to Hall. Mosley cashes a 3.
Jamal Mosley.
And now an 8-point lead for the Pioneers. Under 3.5 minutes to go.
So the Redhawks are really going to want a bucket here. Keep things close.
Hand off to Carey. Now Joseph. Lewis just is back. Drive on the baseline, reverse lane is good.
Manny Joseph.
Redhawks trail 69-63. 2:55 to play. Bibbins working on Joseph. Jump shot off the glass, no good. Long pass up to Carey. Carey drives, jump shot, no good. Rebound by Powell. Under 2.5 minutes to go now. Pioneers still lead 69-63. Hall drives on the baseline, Redhawks foul. It's Devon Jackson's fourth. Team seventh. Pioneers are in the bonus. 1-1 on the way. Malik Dare comes back in for the Redhawks, as well as Tristan Brown. Hall the shooter on the 1-1. Front end is good. A 7-point lead. (71-63), Pioneers lead. 2:05 to play. Panabianco's shot may have been tipped. It was well short. Hall passes into the corner to Mosley, dribbles around Panabianco, and a blocking foul.
Foul call number 1, Tristan Brown.
8th team foul. Brown's first. Shooting foul, so 2 shots for the Pioneers. Pioneers have not been good from the free throw line today. Missed both. Redhawks trail by 8, 1:45 to play. Passes to Panabianco, drives, loses the ball. It's out of bounds, last touch by the Pioneers. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 1:40 on the game clock. Lewis with the jump shot, hits it, and a timeout.
Isaiah Lewis. 30-second timeout taken by the Redhawks.
30-second timeout for the Redhawks leaves them with 1 timeout for the remaining 1 minute and 35 seconds. They trail by 6.
That last bucket by Isaiah Lewis, that gives him 23 points on the day. He's the high scorer out of both teams.
And a reminder coming up next for the Redhawks, 3 games on the road next week. The 14th at Mercy, the 18th at NYIT, the 20th at Bridgeport, and then the 25th back at home to conclude the season against rival Damon.
Quinn Carey checked back into the game for the Redhawks. Can't imagine what he's looking to do in the last minute and 35 here.
He has 9 points in the game, but they have been guarding him like glue. Mosley up across midcourt. Almost loses the ball, and a timeout called by the Pioneers.
30-second timeout taken by
with
the
1:27 now to go. 23 seconds on the game clock, or shot clock. 2 timeouts remain for the Pioneers, and again, 1 timeout for the Redhawks. To stay up to date on the Redhawks as they're on the road after each game, check out the website athletics.roberts.edu on the men's basketball page, where sports information will have all of the game wrap-ups and stories for you. Check out the stats, box scores, and more. Pass this into Hall.
Foul's going to be called on Isaiah Lewis. It's going to be his second personal, team 9th.
So bring up a 1-and-1. We still have 1:24 to play. Redhawks are only trailing by 2 possessions, but they elect to foul here. First free throw is good. Second is no good. Redhawks trail by 7 now. Handoff. Back to Joseph. Carry into the corner. Another contested 3. Misses this one. Rebounded by Hall. Tristan reaches in for a foul. Stops the clock at 1:09. And now the Pioneers are in the double bonus.
Foul call on number 1, Tristan Brown.
2 shots for Hall. Both free throws are good. Pioneers lead by 9, 74-65. 1:08 to play. Passes to Joseph. Drives on the left side of the key. Draws a foul. 2 shots coming up for Joseph with 1:01 to go now. That's the second foul for Bibbins.
Foul call on number 13,
Team
Henry
5th.
Bibbins.
Powell checks back in for the Pioneers. Second is good as well. Still 3 possession game, 74-67. Pioneers on top. And they'll call a timeout on the baseline, leaving both teams now with 1 timeout for the remainder of the game. So the Redhawks trying to come back from what was their largest deficit of the game. They led a majority of the first half. Pioneers took the lead, with seconds remaining in that first half, and have led for pretty much all of the second half. The Redhawks did tie the game back at one point at 59. That was right around 11 minutes still to go. Maybe less than that. Now with 1:01 to play, the Pioneers with the 74-67 lead. Passes into Powell, now to Mosley. Carey comes in and fouls with 56.4.
Foul call on number 3.
Second foul on Carey. Mosley the shooter. Fleckley comes back in place of Powell. Misses both. Brown turns the ball over. Passes to Fleckley, and quick foul by Panabianco. Stops the clock at 39.3 seconds to play. Panabianco's first. And 2 shots coming up for Fleckley.
Pioneers are trying hard there to keep it away from any of the Red Hawks defenders so they couldn't be fouled and on the time off the clock, but
back to a 9-point game. Joseph jump step to the basket, draws a foul. 32.5 seconds now remain. 2 shots coming up for Joseph. Second foul on Jamal Mosley, team 6th.
Foul number 5, Jamal Mosley.
Joseph knocks down both. Still a 3-possession game, and the ball is out of bounds. Red Hawks will take it back. 29.2 seconds now remain. Passes into Carey, steps back beyond the arc, pulls up for 3, and Carey hits it. 76-72. Red Hawks trying to force a turnover, a long pass in, and now up to Fleckley. He pulls it back out. Panabianco quickly to foul Mosley. Stops the clock with 18.6 seconds. Red Hawks trail by 4, 76-72. 2 shots coming up for Mosley. Mosley missed both the last time he was at the line. First is good here. Second as well. Still a 2-possession game though. Red Hawks trail by 6. Brown looking for somebody to get it to. Joseph drives, jump shot. That's good. Stops the clock, 10.4.
Joseph.
And we'll see. Pioneers will have the ball, 6.7 seconds. Red Hawks trail still by 4. And now Red Hawks have to foul no matter who gets the ball in. Passes into Mosley. 6 seconds now.
Fouls on number 12, Zach Panabianco.
Panabianco's third. And with that, now a 3-possession game. or excuse me, a 2-possession game still. Can't do my math. 6 seconds is the difference. Long pass in, and that'll do it. Redhawks fall in this one 80-74.
Today's game, ladies and gentlemen, final score, Pioneers 80.
Again, next up for the Redhawks,
Redhawks will be
at Mercy on the 14th,
Saturday, February 25th.
at NYT the 18th, at Bridgeport the 20th, and then back at home for the rival game against Damon on the 25th. We'll have that broadcast for you here. We'll keep it here with you until Rob McCoy is ready for his post-game interview. And Michelina, the Redhawks, again, played competitively through the game.
Absolutely.
They led for a majority of that first half, and it was just couldn't really hang in there as it started to wind down. Looked like they might have come back, tied the game at 59 there in that second half, but just couldn't ultimately come up with a victory today.
Yeah, I don't really think they had a lot of sloppy play or they weren't making smart decisions. I think it just came out down to a few couple turnovers that they had, a few couple plays where they couldn't finish, and it just showed on the scoreboard.
Now, obviously, for this 3-game road swing, to stay up to date for the results and more insight into all those games, check us out online following the games at athletics.roberts.edu. Go to the men's basketball homepage, and you'll have some write-ups and some stories. You can see the box scores, summaries, everything right there on the website. Or follow us on Twitter at RWC Redhawks, Facebook.com/RWC Redhawks as well. Now we'll see exactly what happens as the season kind of winds down, if the Redhawks will get to see any sort of postseason action, though it's very unlikely. Let's try to see if they can schedule some sort of a game of some sort. But as for Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball, should see them in some postseason play. And, of course, any home games that may result as of that, we'll have the broadcast for you here on RWCSN. So leading scorer for the Redhawks was Isaiah Lewis with 23 points. Lewis, how about Lewis today? He, has hit some 3-pointers so far this season, but he really came out today, knocked down a couple early in the game. And Quinn Carey was, the one that the LIU post defense was guarding tightly. They weren't letting him get any sort of shots off, but Lewis really stepped up. And being a young player, that could be a huge pickup.
Yeah, he's only a freshman.
Could be huge for the Redhawks as we look towards the end of the season, but also looking into next season. They have a lot of 3-point shooters, including Quinn Carey, who's a sophomore, Zach Panabianco, who's a sophomore, Isaiah Lewis, you mentioned there, is a freshman, and also Brandon Stevens, who's a great shooter. He doesn't really see a whole lot of playing time out of the sophomore out of Palm Beach, Florida, but another shooter that this team could see here looking into next season. Well, head coach Rob McCoy is still talking to the staff over there. I'm not sure if we're going to get him or not. Looks like he's saying hi to alumni. Of course, today, Alumni Day here at Roberts Wesleyan College. It looks like he's going to head back to the locker room. So we'll forego the interview today. Thanks, everybody, for watching our broadcast. Thanks to the broadcast crew for keeping us on the air. Now signing out for today. We'll see you back on the 25th. I'm Steve Hollings from Michelina Friss. Have a good night.